What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. The Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Michigan State's offense takes the field for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not perfect. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Brown wants to pass. He's open on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Collier. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They think there's room to run to the right here. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. So SMU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge.
Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Smith wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intent.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the move, it's Booth. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The Mustangs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on... Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, SMU! He found some some open space and turned on the Jets.
Do I run the ball here? Am I a little conservative? I don't want to get a safety. What? Absolutely not. I'm going to play pitch and catch, and my guy's better than yours. Outruns everybody. The length of the field, 99 yards for the big touchdown reception.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pocket breaking down. He's got it for a big play. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won today. Good coverage.
He makes a catch. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's the handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Smith dropping to pass. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mustangs. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Pass interference. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Smith wants to throw. Pressure coming. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. Into the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go, and this defense has started the game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, SMU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Brown wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Sparty. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Turning on the jet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing.
The Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something.
Running free. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. Fires downfield. He's got it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
SMU 42, Michigan State 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Booth. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Booker. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Brown will throw it. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Loss of 8.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Spartans send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down will open up the final period. They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. That lead a little more comfortable comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A high kick trying to pen them deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. There he goes. Made a defender miss. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
To throw, it's Hawkins. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the big fella. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
56, Michigan State.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quickly out to the tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Porter. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Porter. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing.